Yes, please. So as we know already, we studied the what is Newton's first law of motion. So Newton's first law also we can call it as what, guys? Newton's first law also we can call it as what? Newton's law of
Galileo
inertia
inertia.
or Galileo law of inertia. Understand? Or simply we can say law of inertia. So what do you mean by law of inertia? Anybody? Yes? The body which is in motion remains in state of motion. The body which is in state of rest remains in state of rest unless they will be compelled by what? Unless they will be compelled by a... Yes, please respond.
External force.
External force. That is what we used to call it as Newton's first law of motion, or we can say law of inertia. Is it yes or no? Now, the Newton's second one, which we are going to study, is Newton's second law of motion. But if you want to understand the Newton's second law, we must know, before studying the Newton's second law, we must know the meaning of a word called as, what is that called as? Everybody, that is what we used to call as momentum. Do you understand, all of you? So if you'll understand the word called as momentum, then you can able to understand what do you mean by Newton's second law of motion, understand, and how it will be applicable and how to solve it. Shall we start, everybody? Everybody? So now let us see. If you notice it here, first of all, I am saying you for your convenience or for most of you can understand. So momentum is only present for objects which are in motion or objects which are in moving. So when the objects are in rest or when the objects are not moving, then we can say the objects does not have any momentum. Of course, you might be not understand momentum now, but the point which you have to remember before going to study momentum, first of all, you have to remember momentum is only present for which objects, guys? Momentum is only present for only existed. Understanding? Exist for which objects? Objects which are in motion or which are in moving. Objects which are moving only having what? Momentum. Understanding? So if the object is in state of rest, then what we can say? We can say no momentum. That is the first thing you have to remember. Understand, Reddy? So why I said this point, you people can understand once you come to know what do you mean by momentum. Shall we start, everybody? Arun Kailash? That is one. Now let us see what do you mean by this momentum. If you understand this momentum only, then it is easy to study the Newton's second law. So now, first of all, I will give you two balls. You tell me, one is cricket ball and another one is tennis ball. So which is heavy, guys? Anybody? Which is heavy? I will give you one cricket ball, another one is tennis ball. Example I am giving you. To understand the momentum, I am taking you one cricket ball, understanding, one tennis ball, let it be. Now you tell me which is more heavy, tennis ball and another one is cricket ball. Anyone can tell me which is more heavy, tennis ball and cricket ball? Please respond.
Cricket ball.
Cricket ball, yes or no? So we know already it is. So cricket ball is much more heavy than tennis ball. Now suppose we throw a cricket ball and a tennis ball, both with the same speed or velocity. I have tell you, for example, let me take, I have given this cricket ball to Harish. Understand? So now Harish one time thrown the cricket ball, another time thrown the tennis ball, both with the same velocity or different velocity? With the same speed, understanding, or velocity. So that is what both I have thrown with the same cricket ball and the tennis ball. Both I thrown with the same speed or velocity. Now observe very carefully. You tell me now which one is required more force to stop? Anybody can tell me? I want to stop that ball. Now Chaitanya Reddy wants to stop that ball. Now you tell me to stop cricket ball or tennis ball. Which one Reddy need to apply more force to stop? To stop. Which one needed more force? Anybody can tell me? Tennis ball or cricket ball? Anybody? Please try to answer.
Cricket ball, sir.
Cricket ball. Why cricket ball? It is more? Because
It has mass.
Very good. That is what you have to remember. So, if I have been thrown the tennis ball and cricket ball with the same speed or velocity, understanding, we can found easily that more force is required to stop the cricket ball. Do you understanding? To stop the balls, understanding, mainly more force is required for whom, guys? More force is required to stop which ball? Cricket ball. So why it is, Hari? Why cricket ball it is, Mitakshri? Because of due to what? Due to more mass.
More mass.
What you have to remember. So for example, now you can see, I'm saying you, one car is coming now. One car is coming with 50 kilometer per hour. Now same way, one truck is coming with the same 50 kilometer per hour. Everybody try to answer well. Okay. Now one truck is coming. Now same, both are coming with the same speed. Speed is same or not? Arun Kailash, if you are not speaking, I don't want anybody in the class. Gokul also, everybody. You please leave from the meeting if you are not communicating. I cannot call every time. So if you are not interested, you can go. No issues. I don't have any objection. Now, if you notice it very carefully, both are coming with the same 50 kilometer per hour and 50 kilometer per hour. Now, I decided to stop this car and as well as truck. Now, you tell me, I want to stop this both. Now, you tell me which is required more force to stop, car or truck? Car or truck? Truck. Why it is truck is required more force? Anybody? Because
More
More
mass.
mass.
yeah, to stop, truck need more force because of truck is having what? Truck is having heavy mass or more mass. So from this you understand, if the mass is increases, then the required force to stop is increases or decreases? Anybody? Is the required force is increases. That is what.
Increases.
So if you notice it, the same way like cricket ball and tennis ball, so more force is required to stop the cricket ball as it has more mass, and less force is required to stop the tennis ball because tennis ball is having what? Less mass. Is it yes or no, guys? Yes, please respond. Now you can from this we can understand one thing. Anybody can tell me what you understand? Mass is more, then required force is also more to stop the body. Mass is less, then required force is also to stop the moving body. Now from this we can make mass and force, is it that directly proportional or inversely proportional to each other? Anybody?
Directly proportional, sir.
Directly proportional to each other. Very good. Make it fast. Everybody write it one. So the force required to stop a moving body is directly proportional to its mass. Is it yes or no, guys? So that is what we have been made a conclusion. Yes or no, Hari? Yes. Force
Yes.
required to stop which body? To stop a moving body is directly proportional to whom, guys? Directly proportional to whom? Mass of the body. Do you understand? That is what. So can I make is a relation force is directly proportional to mass? Is it right or wrong? Hari? Arun Kailash? Arun Kailash? Gokul? If no interest, you can leave.
Yes,
No,
sir.
that is what. Now, this is the first thing. Now observe one more example I will say. Now, let us take next thing. Now I have been taken 2 cricket balls. Or else let me take now 2 cars. Second point. So first point what we have taken, guys? 2 different masses. One is cricket ball. Another one is what? Tennis ball. So 2 different masses. Now I have taken 2 same cars. Same cars. Do you understand, Hari? Vartini? Mitakshri? Vartini, if you are not communicating, leave from the meeting. No issues. I don't want anybody. So same cars I have taken. Same cars means mass is same or not? Please respond. Mass is same or not? So same mass. Now, let me take this car is taken by Gokul and this car is taken by Mr. Reddy. Okay. Now, let me take this is Reddy and this is Gokul is driving. Now, Reddy is traveling with 100 kilometer per hour and Gokul is traveling from 10 kilometer per hour. Now, tell me if now Arun Kailash wants to stop them. Okay. Now tell me in which body he can stop easily and which body he need more force to stop. Anyone?
Sir, in Gokul's car,
Gokul's car easily can stop.
Why he can stop easily?
sir, because it has very less speed, sir, so it can easily stop the car,
What?
sir.
Very good. So Gokul car he can stop easily because it is having what? Easily because of less speed or velocity. Is it yes or no, guys? Let it be. We can say it is the velocity only. Now, but here Reddy car need more force to stop. Why, guys? Because of what? More
More velocity.
last. That is what you have to remember it. Okay. So from this also we can make same conclusion. Or else, for example, see, or else you can take two cricket balls. How many cricket balls? Two cricket balls you take. Understanding? Both are cricket balls only. Now, one time, just let me take now. Akilan, he will hit normally. He will hit normally. And another ball is will hit by the batsman very forcefully. Okay. Now, suppose both will come and will hit the Harish. Will hit the Harish. Now you tell me in which ball will hit the Harish more? First ball or second ball? Which ball you'll get more pain, Harish? Which ball? First ball or second ball? I have been thrown one ball with a hit normally, another ball hit very forcefully. So which ball will hurt you more?
Say
Which
it
one will hurt,
forcefully.
guys? Will hurt more? Second ball. Why second ball will hurt more? Of course, same mass. Both are same cricket balls, but it is same mass also. Mass is same. But how it will be second ball will hurt more? Because it is speed is what?
Velocity high.
Yeah, velocity is high. So velocity high is means hurting is also the more painful. That is what. So from this we can make one more conclusion. That is what is that? The quantity of motion you can see. The force required to stop a moving body is also directly proportional to whom, guys? The force required to stop a moving body. Please respond. It is directly proportional to whom? The force
Velocity.
required. Very good. The force required to stop a moving body. Stop a moving body is depends on whom, guys? Is also directly proportional to its body.
Velocity.
Yeah, also directly proportional to whom? Velocity. Do you understand? So that is what. So from that I can say force is also directly proportional to whom? Velocity. Do you understand, everybody? So that is what we can say. So from this you tell me, if you want to move the body, two parameters are there. What is the two parameters? Anybody can tell me? Applied force, both you can combine and tell me. So what the speed of a body will be decided by two parameters. That is what the quantity of motion in a body depends on two parameters. Anybody can tell me what is that? The quantity of motion in a body depends on two parameters. One is what? Just now we studied. One is what? One is
Velocity, sir.
mass and another one is velocity. Do you understand? That is what. So please all of you write. So we can say the quantity of motion in a body depends on the mass and velocity of the body. Please write it. The quantity of motion of a body. The quantity of motion of a body, in a body depends on the mass and velocity of the body. Body depends on the mass and what is that, guys? Mass and velocity of the body. Do you understand, everybody? So first conclusion, what is the first conclusion? More mass, then more force is required or less force is required? Mitakshri, Gokul, Akilan, more mass, more force, required or less force? More force. More velocity, more force or less force? More
force.
more force. That is what we can say. So that is what will give the another term called as a momentum. Understand? So momentum of a body is defined as the product of its mass and velocity. That is what we can say it. Understand? So that is what is a product of mass and velocity. Both if we'll multiply, then we will get a term called as, what is the term? That is only called as momentum. Understand? So mass of a body is also a parameter of to decide the quantity of motion, as well as another parameter is what, guys? Velocity of a body. So a product of mass and velocity only we used to known as what? What we used to call?
Momentum.
Momentum. Okay. Momentum means we can say of a body is defined as the product of its mass and velocity. Please write. Momentum is defined as the, what is that? Product of its mass and velocity. That is what you have to write it. So the symbol of momentum, anybody can tell me symbol of momentum? Will represent with a P. Okay, guys. What is the symbol of momentum? Symbol of momentum is what?
P.
P. And what is symbol of mass? Anybody? Symbol of mass? M. Understand? And symbol of velocity is V. So this is what momentum we can say. What is the momentum symbol, guys? Momentum symbol?
P.
P. P is equals to mass into velocity. This is what everybody should remember. What is the relation now? P is directly proportional to mass and P is directly proportional to velocity. Understand? Hari, clear everybody? Now, as I said, starting of this today's class, Arun, what I said, starting of this today's class, which body is having momentum? Anybody see here? Which body is having momentum? Anybody? You can see.
Motion
The
body.
body
Yeah,
motion.
very good. The body which is in moving only having momentum. If the body is in rest, what will happen? The body is in rest. What will happen? No
No
momentum.
momentum.
Why no momentum? Anybody can tell me? If the body is in stress, why no momentum?
Easy to stop.
There will be no velocity. Sir.
Stop. It's not easy to stop, Reddy. If momentum is zero, means in the sense of what is that? Velocity is what? Velocity
Zero.
is what?
So if
That is what. You understand? So only which body is possessing momentum? The body which is in state of motion. Understanding? So if a body is at rest, then its velocity is zero. So that momentum also what? What is that happen, guys? If a body is at rest, means in the sense of its velocity is what? What is this velocity, guys? Velocity is zero. So its momentum is what?
Zero.
Its momentum is zero because P is equals to, of course, mass will be there, but velocity is zero. Anything into zero, what it is? Zero only.
Zero.
So that is what you have to remember. Okay, everybody. Now, units of velocity, units of momentum. Anybody can tell me? Units of momentum. Very, very important. Units of momentum. Very simple, guys. What is the unit of mass? Mass is kilogram. Velocity is meter per second. Velocity is what? Velocity is meter per second. So units of momentum is, by this time you can understand, kilogram meter per second. That is the units of velocity. Okay, momentum. So momentum is equals to kilogram means mass into velocity meter per second. That's all. Is it okay, guys? Yes, please.
Yes,
Everyone, that is what you have to remember. Any doubt? So what is the unit? What is the unit?
meter per second.
Kilogram meter per second. Understanding? So that is what you have to remember. This is the SI unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. Please note it down. What is this unit? SI unit. Okay, that is what. So also we can write like this: kilogram meter second inverse. Is it the same or not? Ready? Second inverse. But I told you we are not supposed to prefer in this way. Is it yes, Arun, Kailash, Gokul, Akilan? So we are not supposed to prefer like inverse. Always you have to write in the form of division. So please make it down. So what is the units of momentum? Everybody? Vartini? Kilogram meter per second. Pronunciation is very, very important. Kilogram meter per second. That is what. So, which body will possess momentum? Everyone? Which body will possess?
Body which is in motion.
Only the bodies which are in momentum, which are in motion. So that is what we can see in a particular direction. That is why you remember momentum also we can call it as linear momentum. Also momentum what we can call, guys?
Linear momentum.
Also I can call it as it is the linear momentum, means when the body is traveling in a particular direction, that is what we are taking as a velocity. So if it is a velocity, then it is a scalar quantity or vector quantity. Anybody?
Vector quantity.
Scalar or vector quantity? It is the vector quantity. Always direction also mentioned. So that is why it is the vector quantity. Please remember that. What is this quantity, guys? Vector quantity. Now, this is the SI unit. Anybody can tell me what is the CGS unit of momentum? Gram centimeter per second. What is the CGS unit, guys? Yes, please. CGS unit of momentum.
Gram centimeter per second.
Gram centimeter per second. What is the SI unit? Kilogram meter per
Second.
second. Everyone should remember. That is what SI unit and CGS unit. So we are taking momentum. So momentum is a product of mass and velocity. It's not speed, hurry. Remember, it's a momentum. What is that? It's the product of mass and velocity. So velocity, as we know, if we'll take, so as we know, all the bodies, all the moving bodies will possess momentum or not? Everyone, please respond. All the moving bodies, please remember, all the moving bodies possess what? Possesses momentum. You understand? That is what you have to remember. So momentum is a vector quantity. Of course, all the direction of momentum is the same as that of velocity. Since mass is always, of course, we know that if you'll notice it here, possesses momentum. So please kindly remember, momentum is a vector quantity because it is a product of two things. What is that? Mass into velocity. Understand? So as velocity is a vector quantity, so but mass is a what quantity? Mass is a what quantity? Mass is a which quantity, guys? No direction. It is the scalar quantity. Do you understand? But if we multiply the scalar quantity into vector quantity, finally what it will come? We'll get a vector quantity only. Please kindly remember. So it is always a positive scalar quantity. So if we'll multiply positive scalar into vector, finally we is to get what? Momentum is also what? Momentum is also which quantity, guys? Vector quantity only. So that is what you have to remember. Is it okay, guys? Everybody, please respond. Yes. Any doubt? Ask me. Okay. That is what. Clear, guys? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is what you have to remember it. Any doubt? Anyone? Clear?
Sir, here we represent initial velocity or like
Velocity. That's all. Velocity, Hari. That's all. Sarya, you take maybe it is initial velocity, is maybe final velocity, but whatever it is, you have to take it as the same. That is what you have to remember. Sarya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Hari?
Yes, sir.
They have given body changing its velocity. Suppose you can see, Hari. Initially, body is traveling with a 10 meter per second. Now, velocity become, initial velocity is 10 meter per second. Now, velocity increases to 50 meter per second. Now, initial case momentum is what? P1. Final case momentum is what? P2. Do you understand, Hari? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is what you have to remember. So, but mass is what? Mass is remains constant. Okay. So velocity increases. So momentum also what will happen? Momentum also
Increases.
So by the time same body, different velocities. So we can calculate momentum in first velocity, momentum in the second velocity. Is it okay, Mitakshri, Akilan, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
That is what you have to remember it. So this is what about what is momentum. Now let us come back to our class. Now, if you'll notice it here, so when it will be large momentum, anybody can tell me? Large momentum. As we know, mass and velocity both are directly proportional. Now, if mass of the body is increases, then what about momentum? Momentum will become increases. Yes or no? If mass of the body is decreasing, then momentum, what will happen? Momentum also will be decreases.
Decreases.
Velocity of the body increases, momentum increases. If velocity of the body decreases, then what will happen? Momentum also will
Decreases.
decreases, because both are directly or inversely proportional each other. Gokul, Arun, both are
Directly.
directly proportional to each other, so that mass increases, momentum also increases. Mass decreases, momentum decreases. Velocity increases, momentum increases. Velocity decreases, momentum decreases. So please note it down till here. That is why we can say it's a dependent on both mass and velocity. So that is why we can say momentum is a vector quantity or scalar quantity. Everybody, vector or scalar? Yes, please respond. Scalar, it is a vector quantity.
Vector.
What you have to remember it. Okay. Now, if you notice it, all of you, open your textbook, page number 54. You can see there, and page number 53 also. One cricket person is there, which has a head injury. Just check it, everyone. Page number 53, I think. Head injury person is there. Have you noticed it? So why that head injury happened? Why that head injury happened? Because of what reason? Because of momentum. Because of what? Because of momentum exerted by the ball when it is hitted. Now, next one. If you see the page number 54, you are having these three pictures. Do you have these three pictures, everyone? Yes, please respond. Now, here the first picture. What is the first picture name? You can see your textbook also. What is the first picture name?
A pile of tiles, sir.
A pile of tiles. Now, karate person with a single shot, he can break the tiles, all the tiles. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
How it is
Yes, sir.
possible? Suppose if Danishkar, I will say Gokul to break it. Which one will break? Tiles or his hand? His hand will break or tiles will break? Gokul, Arun Kailash?
Answer.
Will break, because without proper guidance, without proper practice, if you have been trying to break that, then our hand will break. So, but how this person, the karate person, try to break all these tiles with a single hitting? How, guys? Anybody? Anyone? Yes, please. Because of what? Large momentum. Do you understand it? So, if you'll observe very carefully here, all of you try to understand very carefully. When a person will hit this, understanding a file of tiles very forcefully with his hand. Do you understanding? His mass is very less. His hand mass is very less, but his action of hand will be more than like a bullet. Understanding? Much and much faster he will hit. Means in the sense of more velocity or less velocity. More velocity, extremely high velocity. Do you understand? So he will move his hand with a extremely high velocity. High velocity means it will produce more momentum or less momentum. Momentum will be extremely more. So when he will keep on moving his hand from top to see, he is standing now. He is moving, lifting his hand and trying to hit the tiles. So when he will hit the tiles, then velocity will become what, Hari? Velocity will become what? Fastly from maximum to, it will become what? It will become zero. Do you understand? When he will hit these tiles, till hitting, the velocity is maximum. Whenever he will hit these tails, then velocity will become what? Velocity will become what? Zero. But by the time momentum is created and that momentum is passing throughout the where? That momentum is passing throughout the where? A pile of tiles. So that is why all the tiles will broke or they will be damaging. So within a fraction of second, do you understand, everyone? Within a fraction of second, the velocity came to where? Velocity came into become what? Velocity become 0. Do you understanding? So fraction of seconds when the velocity will come from maximum to 0, so that it will produce huge amount of what? Huge amount of what, guys? Huge amount of momentum, so that all the tiles will break. Do you understand, Hari? Clearly, please respond. So a large momentum of the fast moving hand is reduced to 0 in very short period of time. So that is why it will exert a very large force on the pile of tiles, so that the tiles will break easily. Or even ice cube. Some people, you might be watching movies, they are used to break the ice cube. Do you remember, guys? Icebreaker. Icebreakers, do you remember? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So ice breaks. How the ice will breaks? Same thing. A person will hit with his hand with extremely high velocity. So within a fraction of second, very faster, the velocity become what? The velocity becomes what, guys? Velocity become 0. Is it all the people can break the ice? Vartini, Mitaksri? Is it all the people can break the ice?
No, sir.
No.
No,
If
sir.
you try to break, your hand will break. Understanding? Is it all the people can break the piles of tiles? No. If you try to break,
No.
your hand will break, because it is art. It should come with the practice only. So if a person hit the tiles with extremely high velocity within a fraction of seconds, understanding, the velocity becomes 0. So when the velocity becomes 0, then what will happen? But that force, that high velocity will exert huge amount of force, which is sufficient to break this all the piles of the tiles, so that all the tiles will break. Do you understand, everyone? So that is what, because of what? Because velocity become extremely faster, the velocity came into 0, so that it will exert huge amount of momentum. That is what we can say force, so that it will break, it will sufficient to break all the tiles, and all the tiles will damage. They will be broken into 2 pieces. That is what you have to remember. So, and one more example you can see. For example, as I told you, a cricket ball is not very heavy, but when it is thrown with a high speed or high velocity, it will acquire large momentum or less momentum. Anybody can tell me? Ball is having
Large momentum.
mass, but I have been thrown very fastly, so that it will hurt you more or not? Anyone? It will
Yes,
hurt
sir.
you more or not?
Yes,
It will
sir.
hurt. In page number 53, they have given one cricketer. A cricketer is injured with what? Check it, everybody. He's
Moment
injured.
of ball.
Yes, a cricketer injured by a fast moving cricket ball. You might be noticed it. Gents, boys may be noticed. Recently, also last year, one World Cup, one person died in cricket match itself. Have you know, Hari, Reddy? Those who are watching cricket, they might be noticed it. Because ball is directly, fast moving ball, directly hit on forehead. So, and he died. Do you remember, guys? Do you remember? Yes, please respond. So at that speed, for example, now our Indian IPL, one his name is Omar or something. Umar. He has, what is the bowling speed of Umar? Harish? IPL Rajasthan Royals or something, Bangalore, I think. Yeah, that his speed is 150 kilometer per hour. Do you remember? More than
Yes, sir.
150 he is throwing. So with that, at that speed, if the ball will come and will hit you, even though it has less mass, it will hurt you more or not? Yes, please, boys.
Yes, sir.
No,
It
sir.
will hurt you more. Why it will hurt you more? Because its momentum is what?
High, sir.
Momentum is high. Because when the ball will come and will hit you very forcefully, within a fraction of seconds, its velocity become what? Fraction of
0.
seconds, velocity become what? 0. So fastly, if you are reducing the speed, so that it will exert more momentum or less momentum? More momentum or less
More
momentum?
momentum.
More momentum, so that it will cause us more injury. For example, real life example I will say you, so that all people can understand. Now imagine you are traveling in a car with 100 kilometer per hour. How you are traveling, guys? You are traveling 100 kilometer per hour. Understand? Ready, everybody?
Yes,
Let me
sir.
take now.